This is one of the most confusing things right now. A lot of men say they want love, and at the same time, they avoid relationships. And from the outside, that sounds contradictory, right? But it actually makes perfect sense. I'm Lieberman, forced to be alone, but free to decide how to live it. And look, I'm not talking about guys who hate commitment. I'm talking about normal men, men who do want connection, but learned to keep distance in a way. And yeah, that didn't happen randomly. Here's the first thing people miss: wanting love and trusting the relationship process are two different things. A man can want intimacy, partnership, affection, and still think this is not safe for me anymore. Because over the years, many men experienced the same pattern. They open up, they invested emotionally, they tried to be consistent, and then things shifted. Interest cooled, communication changed, effort wasn't matched. So men didn't stop wanting love. They stopped trusting that relationships actually protect that love that we all look for. And once trust is gone, avoidance makes sense. You see this in everyday moments. A man asks for clarity, where is this going? And what he hears is, let's not put labels on things. A man shows vulnerability. He, he talks about stress, about his doubts, fears. He opens up as he's being requested by women, right? And suddenly the dynamic changes. She pulls back, attraction drops. A man suggests commitment, not marriage, but just exclusivity in the relationship, and he's met with hesitation, with uncertainty, with I don't know what I want right now. And after a few cycles of this, men learn something very clearly: that love feels conditional, and conditional love doesn't feel safe. Again, this is not about blaming women, it's about describing what men experience. Many women today are encouraged to expect emotional intelligence, to expect financial stability, to expect confidence from men, to expect growth, to expect i- many types of excitement all at once. And men feel like they are expected to arrive finished. No rough edges, no confusion, no emotional learning curve. At the same time, men notice that patience nowadays is very low, that tolerance for uncertainty is low, and also the willingness to build together is low in women. So men think, if I'm not perfect from day one, I'm out. That pressure creates avoidance in men because being single feels calmer than constantly being evaluated like in a job interview in which nowadays it's like going to ask uh, for funding to an investment fund, but you have to arrive already with the money yourself. So uh, it makes no sense. Here's the part people don't like: avoidance is not immaturity necessarily, it's an strategy. Men avoid relationships because the emotional downside feels bigger than the upside, and the cost of failure feels personal, and starting over feels exhausting. So they say things like, "I'm focusing on myself. I'm not looking for anything serious right now." But what they really mean is, "I don't want to lose myself again in in this process." They don't reject love; they reject instability. And the longer this goes on, the harder it becomes to step back in. This avoidance has a cost, by the way. Men become more isolated, especially over time, more emotionally contained, less expressive. They function in society, in their jobs, they work, they survive. No one notices any difference. But something narrows. And the tragedy is that many of these men would be great partners. They just don't believe the environment rewards uh, a- anything in this moment. The environment um is not being rewarding anymore. So when you see men avoiding relationships, don't assume that they do it for fear, or don't assume immaturity out of uh, that decision. Assume experience. If you ever wanted love but felt safer staying distant, yeah, you're not alone and you're not weird. You are trying to find a way through of this situation. Okay, that's okay for now. Uh, Hope this short reflection has been helpful. If you like, please help the channel with your like and subscribing to the channel. Take care, guys, and see you in the next one.